Hi guys, and welcome again to this channel. So more people have come out to accuse BABAIJESHA of abuse, and new allegations are now being revealed. BABAIJESHA is definitely not going to be let free anytime soon. Yes, he is out of jail on bail, but new allegations are coming out. While he was in jail, a certain popular blogger took to social media to accuse him of trying to molest her while she housed him for a night. She even went as far as revealing and describing the length and girth of his sexual organ. People called foul that time and said she was clout chasing, using his virality, and because he has a case against him to try to chase clout. So she shut up. Now that he's out, she is again out, but this time with even more receipts from other people stating their grievances and giving examples and instances of their lewd encounters with him. That is BABAIJESHA Olarenwaju James. ESABOD of ESABOD first said this. He stated that in 2015 she had to come to his rescue when he was in Dublin, Ireland. According to her, they had invited Olarenwaju James Omoyinka BABAIJESHA as MC for an event holding in Dublin, Ireland, and it was housed by a couple living in Dublin. Now, according to reports, while the husband of this woman, his host, went to work, he went in on this woman and wanted to sleep with her. He thought the woman would be willing or ready to cheat on her husband with him by having a one night or a one day stand with him. She told her husband, and then they said he should leave the house, and now he needed somewhere to spend the night because he wasn't done in Dublin and his flight was not for 2 days. And then they reached out to ESABOD because she was in Dublin at that time, and so she decided to house him for a night so that he would catch his flight the next morning. Now, she said that while she was sleeping, she gave him her living room to sleep in, and while she was sleeping in her own room in the midnight, BABAIJESHA opened her door stark naked and wanted to have his way with her too. He wanted to have sex with her, and that she had to really scream and chase him and close her door behind herself out on BABAIJESHA. And that the next morning she was really shaking. She had to call the people that spoke on his behalf and said she should let him pass the night to come pick him to the airport straight up. But that the next morning, BABAIJESHA came to meet her to say that it was the handwork of the devil and he's been possessed and he has a spiritual problem that makes him act like that. That ESABOD should please forgive him and not escalate the matter, to which she agreed, of course, to not escalate the matter at that time because she truly believed it was possessed the night before. And that when he was leaving, she even paid for his fare. Not only that, he told her that he needed to do some things for himself because he is broke at that moment. He needs to buy some camcorders to enable him produce more jobs and more films, and she gave him some money because she felt like, okay, she could help him since he had spiritual problem, and she's a spiritual leader as the case is. That's how the story went. Now, when she spoke up while he was in jail, they came for her, which is why she needs BABAIJESHA to come debunk her words and call her a liar if it is sure for him. She went on to say that BABAIJESHA is a thief, and that even after the whole incident in Dublin, when he came to see her in UK the next year, that should be 2016, 2017 now, that he tried to ask her out and proposition her with marriage, that she was in the UK, proposition marriage, because he was banned from entering Dublin, Ireland, and so he wanted to take the Irish passport she has so that due to marriage he would have access to it and the UK passport and all of those things that she possessed, but she refused his marriage proposal. She now said BABAIJESHA is a thief, that in 2019, when he was in the UK, he was invited to work there, of course, for a couple, and he proceeded to steal a pair of shoes when leaving, claiming he thought they gifted him the shoe as souvenir, when no communication like that was between himself and his host. She alluded to what Yomi Black said, actress Yomi Black, when she said BABAIJESHA does not ask women out because he forces himself on them, but he subtly enters their life by saying he has spiritual problems, and therefore they begin to pity him. They're ready to help him succeed and come to his aid before he then forces himself on them, referring to him as a leech. Not only that, she said she has had phone calls from several people, mostly people out of the country though, saying the same thing and stating that their encounter with BABAIJESHA, that he defrauded them of money and then he took physical advantage of them. See, a lot was said by this woman, and it all points and boils down to the fact that the crime he is being tried for, I mean, yes, he's not in court yet, but he will definitely be tried for it, is not his first criminal act. A certain lady in the UK also said the same thing, that she met BABAIJESHA in similar manner when she met with him in 2019. Not only that, ESABOD went on to say that BABAIJESHA is not a loyal person. Larry James is not a loyal person, as he tries to discredit people every chance he gets and then goes to them for friendship, basically referring to him as a two-faced human coward who has no spine but comes to use people for clout at the end of the day. She alleged that about matter the now Oni of Ife Oba Ogunwusi to her. She even said she has the audio recording of the conversation between them. He then goes to the Oni to work for him, taking contracts worth millions of naira to fulfill to the Oni of Ife and forming friends with him. To cap it all up, she asked BABAIJESHA to come defend himself since he is now out, so that people would not say she is lying. But since BABAIJESHA got out of jail, he has been up and about and even meeting with the said Oni that he discredited with ESABOD. He's been welcomed by colleagues and fans and friends at gatherings that he has gone to, etc. Even though he was released on bail because of his failing health, he must have stayed at the hospital, I want to assume, but he has been up and about, living life large and doing good things. And so I do not think he's going to respond to these allegations against him, except they are able to get enough evidences and have these people come testify in court against him. But they are in the United Kingdom, so maybe the activists and people involved in the case would be willing to fly them down. They'll be willing to even fly themselves down to Nigeria to see that he's properly prosecuted, if indeed he has done all of these things to these people, especially this Mama ESABOD that says he tried to take advantage of her even after she spent several amount of money on him. And the claim by BABAIJESHA's lawyer that BABAIJESHA and Princess were in a relationship, and it is because she's bitter that she tried to set him up and frame him for molestation of a minor. Anyways, that's it from this end. What do you think in the comment section? If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like it, share with everybody so they would see this video, so they can come subscribe to this channel. And if you do not have your notification bell turned on, please turn on the notification bell so you will not miss uploads from us. Until then, take care of yourself.